So I have forgotten that I have a friend coming over that I promised a succulent pork roast. Luckily for me, I always carry a pork roast or some sort of roast on me. At the moment on the bench, I've got a pork loin roast. I just need to run down the street to go grab the ingredients for the salad. So after all that, I am back. The stove's on, the oven's on. I'm boiling water for the roast, and you'll be able to see that in a second. But that took me 30 minutes. Let's go. So I've got the meat here prepared and pre-scored. You can use a colander for this. I just found a pan that has holes in it. I don't have a colander here. This isn't my house, so we're using whatever we can. I also don't have a kettle, so we're using a hot pot. So once the water goes over the top, it should help the crackle and scores get bigger and better. So once you've done the hot water, you want to pat down the skin so it's dry. Place a little bit of olive oil on top, rub that into the scores. Then I've got a salt and pepper mix here that you want to liberally spread over it and rub into the scores to give it more taste. I've had the oven going for about 40 minutes to heat up to 220. I'm about to turn it down as soon as I put the meat in to about 180. And then it's going to sit in there for about 35 to 40 minutes per kilo. This is a 2 kilo roast, so that's a while. Now, when you're cutting the camembert, you want to cut it into probably about centimeter by centimeter, or maybe a little bit bigger than the cranberries you have. It's just so that it doesn't become an overwhelming factor in the salad, and it also doesn't end up sticking to everything or just being one clump of camembert, as delicious as that sounds. As you can tell, it's already sticking together while I'm cutting it. You can heat up your knife to be able to actually make the cutting of the camembert a lot easier. Now with the apple, you're going to cut it into slices that are nice and thin, but not too big, because when they're too big, it makes the salad quite moist and tangy, especially because this apple isn't a super sweet one. And it is also a very, very moist apple. If you don't have that bad, you can actually cut them into a lot thicker, and that's fine. Once you finish cutting all the apple, mix the pepitas, the cranberries, and the camembert into the leafy mix that you've chosen. And then I've used, for this, a balsamic vinaigrette. I quite like it. You can add a little bit of honey in it to add a bit more sweetness if you prefer a little bit more sweetness, but then just mix it all together and serve. I'm not going to show you how to mix it because, unless you want me to, comment below if you want me to teach you how to toss a salad. Okay, so it's finally out. It looks delicious. Look at how juicy that sweet ass meat is. The dressing's being put on, so bon appetit.